here we are in my bedroom in front of my sock yarn stash and other yarns. I have a couple skeins of left. So yeah, this is just sock yarn. Sock yarn is no stash, right? I love this cabinet, by the way. So I can look at my sock yarn and dream of all the stuff I would like to knit with it. So what you see here is all Opal subscription yarns from 2022. Everything. I haven't knit so many socks with it, right? Or used a lot of skeins. I think I used up 3 or 4, but this is the whole year of the subscription. Yeah, and this is something for the next episode. And here I have other sock yarns, just basic Regias in black and the tweed. I just love this tweed. I always wanted to knit a pair of socks with that. I have some hand-dyed yarns here. So this is a plant-dyed sock yarn, a 6-ply. I did this was a sun dyeing project I did last year with my friend Denise. So this is what came out of the pots. Stinky. And here are 2 fingering weight skeins I have left from a swap in 2021 with Sandra of the Sandra Craftfulness podcast. So this is a hand-dyed Stellina yarn by the Dutch Wool Diva. I'm actually not sure she is still selling yarn, I don't know. This is hand-dyed by Sandra herself. I've knit a lot of stuff with her yarns, and there is a third, this one. Only these, I think, yeah, it's only those that are left over. And this is also by her, and this is the last of my first sock tube that still needs to be knit up. Yeah. And I have more hand-dyed yarns in here. So this is, oh my gosh, I think this was woolen twine and not Rain Cloud and Sage woolen twine. I had a sock set, you see it here. I stupidly wore those socks, I love those socks, at hospital in autumn, and there was blood on it, and I asked the how do you say that? The nurse, it was a man, the male nurse, to just put it in water and I would grab it later. And he was trying to be nice and he washed it. Yeah. Anyway, so I have still enough left to do another pair, and I could just pair it either with those, because I don't have any yellowing. So this is a Regia Yuck, and this is a Rico Design alpaca sock yarn, or I could use some of my, this is a Hedgehog Fibers mini I got gifted, or I have several other Walk collection minis, so I can easily reknit this pair with a contrasting yarn and this beautifully plant dyed, hand dyed main color. Yeah, so other hand dyed sock here. This is Wollmeise Twin, which is a sock yarn. This is the color Silber Distel. I got that in a sale. I also have some Malabrigo sock here in the color 351 Gobber. I saw this when I ordered the Arroyo for my son's sweater, and I just had to have it. Then here I have Alive in the Long Grass. This is a skein I bought at the Mercerie in December. And then I have another Wollmeise twin in the color Harmonista 66. I saw a picture on Instagram by someone who knit socks out of these, and I loved how this is knitting up. So it's going to be a brown striped with a colored stripe effect. And then I bought a skein, but I haven't knit it up yet. And it wasn't last year, it was the year before, I think. I gifted myself for my birthday one of the Harry Potter sock sets by a Homespun House. I love Molly and the Homespun House. Her podcast is so amazing. Her yarns are so awesome. I really like. She is not living far from me, so the town where I live is just 30 minutes away from Leipzig, where she lives. So this is, yeah. It's good that she doesn't have a local shop, you know, a brick and mortar shop. I would be there every week and buy lots and lots of yarns, so that is a good thing. Yeah. And yeah, so then I have a lot of commercial yarns in here. Just let me put this back. And oh, oops. So I have a lot of the Lang Yarns Jawohl Superwash skeins, 50 gram skeins. They all always come with those little reinforcement yarns for each color, and I have a lot. I just ordered another skein of black sock yarn because that is something one always needs as a sock knitter, you know, plain white and grays and black. And I will need more of this in my fragmentation shawl. So yeah, and when I did that, I also thought, oh, maybe I can use some marled or dark gray sock yarn for the fragmentation shawl. I changed what I used, but I have lots of colors. I think this is so awesome. Or this, but yeah, a lot of colors here to play around with the sock tube and yeah, other socks that come up, and then you need something to play with. Anyway, yeah, I have some more Wollmeise and some more Regia Yak, and oh, this is something I saw on Instagram. Someone knit a sock out of this yarn. This is a rainbow yarn. Here is a knit up sock. So it depends on what you do, how it is knit up. So when I saw someone knitting a sock like that, I thought, oh my god, I need this yarn. So yeah. But I haven't knitted up yet, as you do. So buying yarn and storing it is a totally different hobby, right? So, and then I saw this at the Söstrene Grena Deco Home Interior, whatever store. They have two colors of this sock yarn, this plain beigey gray and a blue. And I bought 2 skeins of that. It's very cheap. It's €3 something. I don't know where this has been. Oh, it was made in China. So yeah, I cannot vouch for the ethics behind the production of this yarn. I just wanted to try this. Yeah, let's see. And then here is a Relana Funny Ball sock yarn. I just liked the pinks in here, and I have no idea how this is knitting up. So I like experimenting and playing with color. Yeah, so this is my sock yarn stash. And in this part, I have cotton yarns. I've had them for ages. Some are leftovers from when I had my shop. I had the DK weight and the Aran weight as a staple in my shop. I kept a couple of colors that I liked and thought maybe I would do something with it someday. Don't know. And the Aran weight, and I have a couple of colors here, and I'm not sure. I think me and Simone on Instagram is hosting a log cabin sweater knit along now in March, and which is totally free. So there is not a pattern to buy or to download. So you knit along on Instagram with her and all the other nice people, and she is publishing every step what you have to do on her Instagram, either in her posts or in her stories. So, and I really love what she does with the log cabin idea, and I will take part. So I'm not sure if I will if I will use some of the cotton, my gosh, of the cotton I have here to make a sweater. I definitely have enough to do that, and it will be such a fun project. Or I still have, this is also something I carried in my shop, is the hjertegarn. I had a lot of hjertegarn. Lima, so this is 50 grams, 100% wool from South America, and you have a 100 meter on the 50 grams. So forever I had in this color, this is the 638. It's a heathery, yeah, darkish blue. I was almost done with an Ossa Tricosa cardigan in this, but I unraveled. It's all in the back there because I thought, no, I'm not going to finish this. I was already done with the pockets, and I was just closing those gaps while knitting back and forth. So it's a very, very clever design. I still love that cardigan a lot. But first it was in a size way too big now because I already lost a lot of weight, and I want to even lose more. So it would just be some potato sack style cardigan. So I just unraveled. And yeah, so I have a lot of this as a base color for a log cabin sweater, and I could just pair it with this awesome brownish gray. I love this color, I love it. And there's a yellow, and I have a teal, and I still have this very nice mauve and grays. So I can play around a lot with the colors I have left on this. I destashed a lot of colors, but I kept several that I really, really liked. And of course I have more than enough of the blue. And yeah, so this is something, yeah, I think I still have, let's see, 2.5 hours to decide if I want to do a cotton log cabin sweater or a woolly log cabin sweater. Anyway, yeah, so this is the yarn cabinet I have in my bedroom, and I love looking at this. What I was thinking about was moving this cabinet to my living room to have all the yarny treasures in that room. But that would mean I would have to move my desk in here and work in my bedroom. I don't like that idea. Anyway, yeah, let's just close this, have some lunch, and then hopefully editing a bit of this episode to publish for you, and then cast on the log cabin sweater. Bye bye, and thank you for watching.